Hey guys, would you believe 80% of you aren't subscribed to our channel? What are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. Keep in touch with us.
Hit the bell to be notified when we're dropping a new podcast, live, short, a couple vlogs here and there. And of course, support the Patreon. No ads. Don't worry about it. We got you covered.
Now let's start the show.
Ciao guys, this is Salvatore Esposito, and now you are watching Growing Up Italian, the podcast. Enjoy.
Grown Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
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 Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
But you did this podcast is just with Italians or
Italians and Italian Americans.
American? Okay.
Sometimes not Italians. Rare. though.
Very rare.
Rare.
Sometimes we make the joke that they're Italian, but they're not. Like, oh, he's 3%.
Because everybody wants to be Italian, you know? In America,
yeah, for
especially,
sure.
like everybody has they love Italian culture. So
sure.
sometimes we have fun with the people.
Yeah, but we get criticized a lot because they're like, you guys aren't Italian, you know? So it's funny, but
Yeah, what do you mean? And it's not Italian. Who say?
well, people say perché noi non siamo nati lì, non siamo italiani.
This is
A lot of people
bullshit.
say it. You see, like the really lip people don't look at
Salvador,
it like that.
you got our backup, huh? You support us?
What?
Are we full Italian too?
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Wow.
Right,
No,
what
I don't know. I don't know.
because the camera
No, but you know what happens.
We're rolling, by the way, right?
Are we? Oh, we are. I didn't know that.
You know what happens if you feel Italian, you're Italian. I don't know. Maybe you feel
Really?
more. There's a lot of people, a lot of Italian that stay there for like 40, 50 years that feels more American than Italian. It's okay, but if you feel Italian, why not?
So if I feel like a cat,
What's-
I'm a cat.
Yeah, no.
He's gone. I didn't say all that.
No. I can tell you this: there's a lot of Italians that didn't feel Italian. You know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if you feel Italian, it's and what happens to me is that sometimes I had much love from Italo-American that from Italian, because when you live outside Italy, you feel more patriotic than Italian.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
That's basically what our whole channel is about, is Italians that left and they speak English.
and you know what's good for you is that you did something like your podcast for Italian people, for Italo-American people.
Yeah.
So there's a big community, and you did it great. So who cares what
Thank you.
people say?
Yeah. No, you know what's
don't
funny?
care what people
Well,
say.
Thank you, Salvador.
It's funny. I was looking back, and I started a note a long time ago of guests I wanted on the show, and you were like one of the top ones.
Yeah.
The other ones are like a little crazy, like Bocelli, but like you were there, and the reason why is because of what you just said. I think you're one of the very few people that could bring it from Italy to America, you know, because your role was so, like, the Napolitani went crazy for that role. And not only Napolitani, but all of Italians.
Yeah.
And then especially Italian Americans, though. Like, that TV show, Italian Americans love it.
Of course.
Yeah, and then I want to start a fight. Not against you, but against the.
You'll win against us, please.
But a little bit against the how the I don't know, the movies and the TV show here in US describe the Italian and the Italo-American. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, in the 2024, you can do a movie when the people try to talk like that.
Yeah, I hate
You
that.
say, take a coffee. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What is that?
Stereotypes.
You know,
But it's not just stereotype. It's bullshit.
you know it's not right? Like, they did the movie Mario and Luca, and then their voice actors aren't even Italians. So you put on that accent.
This is crazy.
That's
The
crazy.
the worst is that to put people not Italian to play Italian or Italo-American.
Right.
It's, well, I don't want to say something wrong, but it's like you want to do a white man, a black man.
Right.
Why?
Right.
I'm Italian. I know what means to be Italian. I know how to speak an Italian or an Italo-American.
Yeah.
So why okay, I can understand you have to do a funny movie, so you did a stereotype of Italian. Yeah, well, let's go like a pizza, mandolin. Okay.
Mandolino.
This is okay. This is okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to
Serious, something serious is different.
if you want to do like a mafia movie or like a movie in Italy, and what's the even worse, that sometimes the Italian actor were playing in American movies or TV show, became like that stereotype.
Yeah.
Starts to acting like that. Okay, come here. What you have to do? I did.
Yeah, it's over exaggerated.
Yeah.
It's over
It's annoying. It's annoying. for sure.
When I did self tapes or meetings in international project, American project, they say don't care about the accent. I say I know I have the accent. I'm not American.
Right.
I can speak in
but you
English. I
speak
can
really
act.
good. You
Yeah,
speak
but
really good.
I know there's my accent, but I can fake my accent. I can speak like that. Why I have to talk?
It's so weird hearing you talk like that.
Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, think about if I did Gomorrah like now I come here and I kill you, bam bam bam. What's it say? And then let's. No, this is crazy. And I say, well,
Oh my god.
and I have to say that I like in a couple of years came out a lot of big movies with the Italo-American,
Italian
Italian,
influence.
and was crazy how they act, and it's dangerous for American actor too to play a role in that way, because it's like, what is that?
Yeah.
Since we're on that note, Den of Thieves 2 is out right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And this is your first big American role, right?
it's in my first big American movie. Because
Congratulations to you
That's
for that.
amazing. That's amazing.
because I did Fargo, the season 4 of Fargo
Yeah, you were telling me that.
in the 2020. It was amazing. And there I play Italian. Now in Den of Thieves 2, I play the Serbian.
Oh, you play Serbian.
My character is Slavko, is Serbian.
So you put on a Serbian accent.
No, I speak Serbian and English.
You know how to speak Serbian?
No, I just learned the line, and I hope that Serbian guy didn't say.
this is so
"Why?
We were just
Why?"
talking about why you're Italian.
No, yeah.
It's the most hypocritical
No,
stuff.
it's
I
good.
know.
Te fa buono quando è per te. What's it
I
saying?
say, no. I'm just
Ti
sorry.
piace dolce, ti piace amare.
I just sorry for the Serbian actor and
man.
people. I didn't know when I met the director Christian Gudegas that the character was Serbian, but I say I can try. I can learn the lines in Serbian. I hope I did a good job. I don't know, and I'm so sorry if I didn't. So,
But at least
I tried. I'm an actor. I
educated
tried.
yourself.
Yeah,
well enough.
for sure. I
Right.
didn't fake it.
Right.
I didn't.
Yeah,
do
I saw like a little
awkward.
teaser of you in the back with the.
No,
I thought you were playing Jenny in it, like they called Jenny.
Yeah, this is crazy, because every time I will do movies or TV show where I have to kill somebody, people will say, "Oh, this is Jenny." I know it's me. It's not Jenny. It's me that play different characters, and it's and it's normal that when I was angry like character, you can see something of Jenny, because it's my eyes, it's my voice, it's my
Yeah.
body.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say? That's got to be a tough part about when.
But no, I want to tell you this, because you didn't watch Fargo. If you watched Fargo, there's my character on Fargo, Gaetano Fadda. You watch that character and then watch
and it's Jenny. Yeah.
and you can understand the way I work,
Yeah.
So it'll be funny.
Well, on that subject, it's got to be tough when you have such an iconic role in a show like that. That people, whenever they see you, when people see you in the street, they probably don't even call you Salvatore. They probably call you Jenny. Right?
At the beginning, yes, but then it changed a lot, because people. Gomorrah was for me the first chance, I came out from acting school, and then comes Gomorrah, the casting of Gomorrah. I was the.
How did that opportunity come up?
I was the guy who gives the line to the actor.
Oh, wow.
At casting, yeah.
Oh, for the show.
For Gomorrah, yeah. And then the director Stefano Sollima asked me to do the casting for Jenny, and I say
The main role, like
no, yeah, there was Ciro, Jenny, Donna Imma, Don Pietro. They got
it's one of the most important.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. No, it's like one of the most. And I say, okay, let's try. And then they got me. So that was the story. And at the beginning nobody knows me. And what happens is that when I'm walking down the street, people will scare about me.
Really?
Yeah, when the show goes out, the people don't know me. I think about that I was a real gangster, that I can kill somebody in a second. So I'm walking on down the street, and people goes on the other side.
How did that feel? Was it a weird feeling to you?
At the beginning, yes. So I did something, like you say, not comedy, but something funny.
Yeah.
For to destroy a little bit that character, because I don't want that people think about that I was a real gangster.
You're very similar to Gandolfini, bro, because Gandolfini, he was so known for Tony Soprano, but then after that role, he did like all funny.
Yeah, because like actor, you have to. I don't know. This is my idea, and Gandolfini was one of my favorite actor because can do both. It was funny because in Sopranos it was funny a lot, and it can be dangerous. So that's what I want to show, like actor, that I can do different character. I can do different roles like comedy, TV show like comedy, drama, fantasy, and all the stuff. I'm an actor, so if the producer and the director are so close, that with mine, that they think that I can do just the gangster. It's their problem, not mine.
Yeah, we were talking before when we were having espresso that your role and the show itself, Gomorrah, is so much more tougher. Not tougher, but what was the word we used? Like cruel versus Sopranos. Like Sopranos there's a lot of comedy aspects to it. In Gomorrah, there's not really a lot of comedy. It's really.
No. For me, Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad are the top three.
Yeah, those are the top three shows for you.
Same.
For me, first of all, Game of Thrones. I think was.
Me too.
It's the same order for me. Whatever you said, it's my favorite.
No, Game of Thrones is
Number
better
one?
than Sopranos. I
Yeah,
think.
for me, yes.
Just
Guys,
because the storyline.
Game of Thrones was a lot of things inside. At the beginning, looks like a fantasy, and then it's a drama, then it's a thriller, then it's it's
Beautiful.
it's beautiful.
Salvatore would be a Stark for sure.
Oh yeah, what family would you be in?
I could listen. Maybe in House of Dragons, you could be in Winterfell. I could see that role for you.
I don't know because they took most of except Pedro Pascal that did the role, but it's exotic in that show.
Yeah, he's the exotic guy.
Yeah. But they took most of all just
UK.
English UK actor.
Yeah,
and,
UK actors.
But was fantastic. And what the Sopranos did, that they like destroy the vision of the gangsters, because main characters that go to the psychology,
crazy, right?
what's crazy, and he did it. Was so,
Great concept though.
Oh yeah, it's great concept.
Great writing, great directing.
I love it. But Gomorrah, it's more. Stefano Sollima, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
In the TV show, and then he did in a lot of movie in US. He did like Soldado, the sequel of Sicario.
Yeah.
And he's great. He's my master, I say.
Yeah.
And we did it more real for everything. It looks like when somebody was killing Gomorrah, you feel it.
Yeah.
It's not like
They're
I don't know.
savages.
I want to tell you this, that I don't want looks like, when I'm a big fan of John Wick.
Okay.
And in John Wick, I think like died a lot of people, like 50 people for a second.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it in the same way. In
you
Gomorrah,
felt it,
if
true,
they
that's true.
kill,
They made you. You know what was
You get
the thing?
attached.
They made you love the character,
Yeah.
and then bam.
Yeah.
And if there's spoilers, you guys deserve it because if you didn't watch Gomorrah by now,
but you have
you're
to.
watching our show.
It's on HBO Max in US.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
I mean,
a lot
it's,
of people.
It's one of my favorite shows, and I know you probably always got to answer questions about the show. I don't know if it's annoying or not.
No.
But for me, your character was so special because he's like a sweet boy, and in the beginning episodes, you see him with the girl, like he's such a lover boy, and like he's like kind of has a conflict to live up to that family name, but he's not that guy yet. And even like the first time Cheeto like brought him to Scampia to, you know, do what he had to do. He didn't like do it confidently, but then like his mom kind of like betraying a little bit, like made him this like sick character. Like, he's literally one of my favorite like characters.
You know what? You know what?
Go formaggio.
Italian cheese the way it's meant to be.
These artisan wraps are stuffed with fresh mozzarella.
Fresh mozzarella the way it's meant to be.
Taste the formaggio difference.
Get it now. Formaggio is available at ShopRite, Key Food, Hannaford, Costco, Walmart, and Sam's Club.
Find formaggio today at your local grocery store or your club store.
Formaggio, it's all about the cheese.
Manja.
Now back to the show.
You watched, I think, all the 5 seasons. You know,
I watched the first. Once they went to like other countries, I was like, okay, now it's like a little crazy.
but you watched all the 5 seasons.
No.
You have to. It's as I say, it's on
The last
HBO
2 I
Max.
didn't.
No, you have to. And what I can tell you is this: that when we try to build this character, you know, you say it was not yet that character, you know.
Yeah.
I think that Jenny was an all that kind of person, you know. It's not a gangster. Probably in another family, it was another kind of person. I don't know, maybe a lawyer, maybe I don't know. But in that family, in that, you know, contest,
Yeah.
he became the monster that we knows. And in Honduras happened something that it broke his mind. And, you know, he came from Honduras like a crazy guy because, you know, just we knows what happens to him for what he says. But just Jenny knows what happens inside of him. And it's like a Darwin law. You know, or he's gonna die, or he's gonna become the worst. It's what has happened. But what we want to say at the end of the TV show is that even them that looks like monster, like invincible, like immortals, you know, can fall. So, and I think that people love it because, as Sabino says, everybody can die in a single moment, because this is life. That's what we want to do with the show.
Let's talk a little bit about your upbringing, because you were born in Napoli, right?
Yeah, I was born in Naples, and I was grew up in this neighbor Mugnano, that is in the north area of Napoli, near Scampia, near Secondigliano. I was grew up in a normal family. My father was a barber, and my mother works in the house. So really normal family. But you know, I was grew up with a lot of friends that did the wrong choice, other friends that did, you know, the good choice. You know, this is I think every city in the world, every neighbors in the world, you know, have problems, have good things. But I always had a dream, you know. To become an actor was for me the goal. So I
From when you were like young, you always...
Yeah, when I was like, from when I was 6 years old, I did this a sort of musical when I play this Italian singer called Fred Buscaglione. Is the one who sing Eri Piccola, Piccola, because it's a very famous song in Italy.
So you were is the main role?
Yeah, the main role. I played. It's like I was at 6 years old. It's like a child thinks in a vacation.
Yeah.
In vacation.
Do people know that about you?
that
This story.
Yeah.
I don't know. I talk a lot about this story, but probably they knows. And then what's crazy, and I play this guy that in his song is always like a gangster. And there's this song called Il Dritto di Chicago, where he was the gangster of Chicago. And then what's crazy, then 30 years later, I play a gangster in Chicago for Fargo, you know.
Yeah, it's funny.
It was funny.
Full circle.
Yeah, I think that we had a story that is already written, you know, and we are walking on this street of our life, our story. and nobody knows what will happen. But I knows that I already know when I was young that something good is gonna come for me. So I'm
Yeah,
happy.
so you always had that mentality. That's pretty crazy.
And your parents supported you along the way.
Yeah, always. My mother, my father. We did a lot of sacrifice because it wasn't easy. Because I moved. I worked for McDonald's from when I was 18 years old to 24
Where?
in Marcianise, near Caserta.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause yeah. I was just there.
And
You had to leave home. I'm assuming, or no?
Yeah. No, but what happens is that when I was 24, I came back at home like 3 a.m. And my grandpa says, "Look, but this is the life that you want. You are happy." And the more I think about that all night long, you know. And when I wake up, I say, "Look, this is not my life. I wanna follow my dream. I'm 24. If I didn't do now,
You fall in that trap.
yeah." So I say to my family, "Look, I wanna move to Rome. I wanna start studying acting for real because I never do it. I moved to Rome and I started study acting for 2.5 years with this acting coach, Beatrice Bracco, that she's gone, but she was fantastic and changed my life because, you know, everybody think about to be an actor is stay in front of camera, say the lines. It's not just about that. It's to live a life of that character that you build, that you create, and feel that emotion, feel that pain, feel, you know, everything. And if you did it in the right way, people will feel it. For example, we talk about Gomorrah, the first kill that did Jenny, you know, with Shiro that tried to shoot the guy, and didn't do it. You feel the pain of Jenny doing that shit, you know, and I feel it. At the same time, you feel the angry of Jenny when it comes from Honduras, you know, and this is how to build a character. That it wasn't easy, but I think if you are good enough, you can do it. If you study hard, you can do it.
What's like the notion of the show in Italy and in Napoli? Is it like a positive thing?
Like a reputation?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is it-
fantastic.
yeah.
It's fantastic. What
Because like, you know, sometimes with mafia shows, sometimes they'll have a negative aspect, and I was wondering if that's something you.
Oh, there's always Puritan people, you know, that says, "Oh, you create the mob doing this TV show," and I say bullshit, because we did something that is already happened. You know, we didn't create nothing. What you see in the show, it's already happened. What do you say? Right. We don't create saint of or models or hero because everybody died that did a very shitty life. What do you say? And sometimes because Gomorrah when comes out in Italy everybody was crazy about Gomorrah.
Yeah. Actually, there was a movie before the TV show.
Yeah, the movie.
The movie was first, right? I'm not mistaken.
The movie was first and win, I think, the Grand Prix in Cannes, the Festival of Cannes. But it's from Matteo Garrone. It was an amazing movie, but the shows was totally different. And the success of the show, like
overpowered that movie.
Yeah, everything.
It's crazy, right? Like I never. A lot of people, when I first saw the movie and then the show came out, I thought the show would be about that movie almost because of how, like, I remember I passed around that DVD to everyone because it was such like one of those DVDs that, you know, if you have it, everybody wanted to watch it, and it was like when people were over my house, you had to put that movie on. But yeah, what I was gonna say. I want to bring it back to you now. What was the moment when you like maybe saw an actor or someone that made you say like, okay, I want to act? Was it like that, or was it just you personally?
No, it's something that I feel it. I didn't know how to be an actor, but the only things that I know is that I wanna live other lives, you know. I wanna be like I say, a gangster. I want to play a guy who's in love of another man. I want to play a totally crazy man like in Fargo. I want to play different lives.
Serbian killer.
A Serbian killer. No, it's not a killer. He's a thieves. So
Thief,
a Serbian thief in Den of Thieves.
Yeah.
I wanna play a different life.
Is it the challenge that inspires you, or?
No, it's the curiosity, because I'm very very curious on everything that people didn't know. For example, I wrote this book that it's about is a story of this profiler. This is the third book of a trilogy. The first one is this is the third one. Yeah. This is a trilogy. The first one is The Shaman.
What is it called?
This one is The Witches of Lourdes.
So like Madonna de Lourdes?
No. This is the witch. Yeah, Madonna de Lourdes. But this is The Witches of Lourdes.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But I
So
told
it's like, is it a true story or?
no, but the first book, The Shaman, comes out because for me it's a story of a movie that I wrote for to be a movie. But the publicists say, look, this is a great story. Let's do a book, a thriller from that, because the main character is this profiler that is a master of is very focused on the homicide with the satanism, esotericism, all of that. But in the story, we following the story, we understand that it's like he was a son of a witch, and the story goes step by step by the following this big serial killer, and this third one is this story in Lourdes where there's the Madonna, La Madonna di Lourdes in France.
Because my mom went there.
Yeah, but what happens that I learned studying that in this religious place there's a lot of homicide or thieves, because people want to took something from the church, from the cathedral, because it is more powerful if you do like something with the esoteric or something. So that's why I say, so I wanna write this story there, and I'm so.
Your range is crazy. You're like from here to here. Like acting range, we say. I always say my range is crazy because when you do multiple things. But that's impressive to be able, everything you've accomplished, and then such a way different from what your acting persona is.
Yeah, very very dark up here, huh?
I don't know. It's not about the dark. It's about the, for example, in this story, in these 3 books, I learned from myself that, and I say, why you are so excited? You are so curious about what that we don't know, like aliens, like witches, like ghosts, or like the Sumerians. And I went to the like Gandolfini, like Tony Soprano, to the psychologist, and he told me it's probably because you are afraid of something, and I understand step by step, years by years, that probably I was so excited about that because I would like that when we are gone. We can have fun in another place.
I hope so.
And so if we don't know that what happens with this shit, maybe there's something bigger than us. Yeah. And it's like a sort of joy of my life. So that's
we say the unknown.
The unknown.
You love the unknown.
Yeah. And I hope that there will be always something that we can say. The drones. What happens with the drones?
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't want to know who's this drones. I don't know.
These two are the worst.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, me too. But they are.
Who cares?
Yeah. Who cares?
Who cares?
They are aliens. Oh, funny. I wanna meet them.
Funny. Who cares? Like let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
So, Let me ask you. Okay, this is in Italian, the book, right?
Yeah.
So if someone's watching this, how could they get it? Is it know
Just
somebody?
in Italy. We have to find an
DM?
editor.
DM?
No, I don't know. There's a publicist in US that translate in English, or maybe because I'm working on the first book, the Shaman, to do a movie from that.
Yeah.
So
That'd be great.
maybe
That's
one
usually-
day.
That's what I was gonna say. That has to be.
Oh, Cougis, are you tired of these ads? Listen, I'm sorry. We got to keep the lights on over here. But listen, we got something special for you. We just launched our Patreon. Spend a couple dollars. You don't have to watch these ads no more. B, what else can they do?
Listen, you'll get some behind the scenes of what we do in a day, a little bit before the show, maybe sometimes after the show, and you'll watch the show without the ads. You won't have to hear these ads anymore. You can just watch the whole show without any breaks.
Yeah, you get a full podcast, uncensored, unedited, full cut. What you see is what you get. No more ads. That's the best part. So go out there, support the fellas, and do the right thing, all right?
Yeah, click the link in the description to go on Patreon. The next move.
You're too
right?
creative to just restrict yourself from being
Yeah,
an actor, you know?
I'm working on that. I'm working on a lot of other things. Maybe I don't know if next year, but probably the 2026. I will work on my first movie like director. So
Amazing.
yeah, finger crossed. And
It'll definitely happen. I can see that for you.
You know, I'm.
That's the
I
next
just
step.
Try.
That's the next step.
I
for
just
you.
try. Like the book. When they ask me, you wanna write this book, and I say, let's try. If I'm not good like writer,
Were you always good at writing, though? Or
no, that's something that I learned when I start to be an actor. You know, because I think that to be an actor, it means that you have to create your own character. You have to most of the time you have to write your own line, because you know what happens in that somebody in another place wrote the script, but I always say is, you don't know how I can say a line. You don't know how my mind work, and you know you give me your line and I say my line.
nice.
About what you say, but because it's not the same. I don't like the director and the writers. They say no, this is the line, you have to say this, because you don't know how I can say this. I want to be more real always. I want to be real. So if I have to say this line for real, I have to say it in my way, not in your way.
Right.
That's like when you have an ad read. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Let me. You can't ad read this, you know what I mean? But it's true. Stallone did that, and Chaz Palminteri. A lot of great actors, kind of, you know,
Work
made the
on
role
that.
for themselves.
Yeah, because I think that we are like the head of an iceberg, you know. Behind us and with us, there's a lot of people that work behind the camera and on set. So I think we have to be a team. Okay, you wrote something, but I can tell you that I like what you wrote, but I can do it better if I say it in my way, what you say, you know. And most of the time, the director love it, because you upgrade the script, you upgrade your characters. You wrote a character, but I have to do this character in my way with the director suggestion, and I think everybody loves it. But I know that it's not an easy way for an actor to do it. Most of the actor can do it. So
Sometimes they're scared. They don't want
they're
to step
scared
over the line, you know.
or they can do it.
Right. Oh yeah. Or that. Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I'm impressed with how good your English is. I thought you were coming here speaking Napolitan. I was so off with that. So this is your last year. You were in New York for Christmas. No, after Christmas. And is this a tradition?
Yeah, it's a tradition. It's like
How many years in a row?
after the COVID, probably.
Well, last time.
No,
Was it last
before the
year?
COVID and after the COVID, it's like 4 or 5 times.
You got engaged last year in New York, right?
engaged,
Oh, so now this is like
I did a
tradition.
proposal. I did proposal to my
In Rockefeller
my-
Center, right?
my girlfriend
that's
Paula
boss.
in
So man, you guys
Rockefeller.
both love New York. I'm assuming.
Yeah. We love it so much.
Nice.
Yeah, we love it. But you know, I was how do you say? I have a lot of family in New Orleans. It's like that.
Louisiana.
Really?
In Louisiana. Yeah.
Napolitani?
Napolitani. No, yeah, Napolitani. I had my uncle Assuntina was the sister of my grandfather. that she lives in. She lived in Slidell near New Orleans.
Oh, because New Orleans is full of Sicilians.
No, yeah, okay, but in they are there, and I have a lot of cousins that now moved a little bit in Texas, but most of them are in Slidell, and it was so fun. And my mother and my father did the honeymoon in New Orleans.
No,
that's crazy.
And probably they got me in New Orleans.
So you were made in New Orleans.
Yeah.
9 months
probably,
later, there he is, Salvatore.
Yeah, because yeah. They did it in April, and I was born in February. You know.
What did they do in New Orleans for honeymoon?
I don't know. No, that was beautiful.
Was it still Bourbon Street? There was that.
Yeah. I went to New Orleans before Katrina, the summer before. Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was. I think I was 18
07?
years old. Yeah, it was so crazy.
What a time that was.
But like when I look at your Instagram stories when you're in New York, I'm like, this guy is a tourist, man. He's going Times Square. Like you hit everything.
And the Yankee cap.
Yeah.
That's-
You know,
what is it that you like so much about New York?
the fact that looks like Italy a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Most of the vibes, you know.
Okay.
And you know that it's on the same parallel of Naples, New York. It's
Yeah,
connected.
because we were talking about that with Clementina.
Yeah,
Nova
it's
York,
connected.
or it's the same as Nola.
Nola, York,
okay.
yeah.
Nola and some part of it's like on the same
But in what sense, though?
like longitude.
Lunch.
Yeah, it's
I
the
mean,
same.
it's uno italiano, penso così. That's so crazy.
No,
To think
that's
about
why
that is nuts,
Clementina
though.
called it Nola York for that reason.
Yeah, that makes
Nola
Because
sense.
it's Nola and some other part of New York that's on the same line.
No, but the vibes are the same, and then we love, you know, all this mixture of people: Italians, Irish, black people.
Yeah, everybody.
And Naples is like that. It's an open city with everybody can stay, can do what they want. Maybe a little bit too much, but you know, it's fantastic for that. We have a lot of friends here. No, we love it so much. I love LA too. But
For your kind of work, yeah.
for my work. But the vibes of New York are amazing, really.
I'm asking a fun question here. What city you think is more dangerous, New York or Napoli?
You know what? Everybody told me about how dangerous is Napoli. I can tell you this. You know, I was grew up in a very hard neighbors, but now everywhere it can be dangerous. You can be afraid to walk down the street in New York, in Paris, in Milan. I want to tell you this. They did a study, and in Italy, in the 2024, in the most dangerous cities, Napoli was outside the top 10.
Really?
Yeah. First of them was Milan.
Milano.
It just has that reputation. You know?
But it's not about the reputation. It's about something shitty things that comes out from the past, probably.
Yeah.
But just for a reason, because Napoli was at the beginning, especially in after the Second World War, a very poor city. You know, there's a lot of people that try to leave, so they do shitty things for just to let the family leave. You know, and when there's no much money, you have to find a way to make money. This is shit, but that's what happened.
Shitty
And
situation.
in the north of Italy, they have industry, they have jobs, they have everything, so you don't have to do that shit.
Right.
If you took away from a city, from the south of Italy, took away culture, took away art, took away money, took away, people have to leave. What they have to do, they have to find a way to leave.
That's why so many Southern Italians go other places, because there's nothing for them back in town, you know?
And then what happens that in the last 10 years, Naples became for 3 or 4 years the most view city in Italy. So a lot of money starts to come in Italy, a lot of tourism, and the crimes goes down like because why? Because comes money, comes job, comes people try to make money with the food, with the B&B, with the tourism. That's easy.
Right.
So for a long time, probably the politicians don't want that Naples and the south of Italy make money. That's why there's crimes.
Yeah.
But Napoli, I think
Less things disappear like that.
no, but that's the same things that I can say about New York. There's a lot of homeless, there's a lot of poor people. How do they live? They start to do crimes because they have to eat. They have to do something for their life.
We were talking about at breakfast, like in the trains, they're like people.
Oh
going
yeah,
on fires.
but there was crazy
nuts.
people are everywhere.
Yeah.
And then comes these drugs, very dangerous drugs, the alcohol, the craziness, and there's crazy people everywhere. Looks what happens in Germany with the guys who kills people during the Christmas stuff. So, or in New Orleans, right, in these months,
it's
what's
terrible.
crazy. There's a lot of crazy people.
Yeah. No, it's sad, man. But New York is so many people.
No, and then I want to tell you this. In Naples, never happens nothing to me. For sure, never happens something to me. But in Naples, never happens nothing to me. When I was in vacation in Brazil last year, it was crazy. That's beautiful, the Brazil. But in every city that we went, everybody says to me and Paola, my girlfriend, don't give, you don't have watches, gold or because or you don't go around with your phone in your hand because it can be dangerous. And I say, really?
Never felt that? You ever felt danger there?
No, I never feel danger, but in my life, but I feel not safe, but not just because they are dangerous or they are thieves or they are killers, but because they don't have money for nothing. The cost of the life is nothing there.
When I was in Brazil, I felt I was there in 2014 for the World Cup. And I definitely felt in danger sometimes.
They told me that, for example, we talk about the favelas or the dangerous place there. And they say, what's the problem? That they work for an industry. They got them like 200 boxes for months. How they can live with 200 boxes?
It's crazy. Yeah.
So they're desperate,
Yeah, and that's what happens in the neighbors of Naples and neighbors of New York. It's same things what they told me about. I don't know the Bronx or in Chicago, the neighbor in Chicago when I lived there, or in France we got in the banlieue that was around Paris. They say, there's no money, there's no job, people have to leave. So I know that it's something wrong, but this is the life. How they can have to live if the politician didn't help them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I notice you're a big advocate for Napoli and Napoli culture. What are some like stereotypes that bother you that people have on Napoli that you would like to change their mind? I know obviously.
Oh, there's something.
Yeah,
there's
like
something that are very
negative
No,
things.
yeah. It's about the garbage.
Yeah.
Because everybody, no, not now, but before. I have to tell
It's
you
like
something.
garbage in the street, you're saying.
But not anymore, or not for sure less than New York.
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to tell you something.
Did you see any?
No. Yeah. I want to tell you something funny, and I hope that all the New York people or Italo-American or American didn't hate me. But I have to tell you this. I think it was the second or third time in New York, and me, my girlfriend, and a couple of friends went to to do the tour in helicopter up New York, And we are in setting all the jacket, blah blah blah. And it was the driver of the helicopter that told us, "Oh, where you come from?" We say, "No, we are Italian." "Oh, Italian. Oh, wonderful. Where?" And I say, "No, we come from Naples." "Oh, Naples. There's a lot of garbage." No, I say, "There's a lot of garbage down the street. It's a dirty place." I say, "Really? It's a dirty place? New York is shit. You go around and smell like piss and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
There's smoke from the how do you say the
Sewers? The sewers?
Yeah, you say serious? You say
He struck a nerve.
No, I told him you can go around Naples and eat down the street. Respect. I say, yeah, whoa. I'm just saying that because the papers say that. I say go to Naples and then let me know before to say that.
Crispy, crunchy, savory, and sweet. Order what you want on Uber Eats.
Listen, guys, from now till the end of the year, December 31st, on the Uber Eats app, you go to Anthony and Sampanini shop and you get a nice $25 off.
When you use the code Panini.
Gotta use the code Panini.
Terms apply. See app for details.
Yeah.
Because
It is a reputation, though. They do say
yeah,
that.
because they put just some news on the papers. Oh, a lot of garbage in Naples. Yeah, sometimes can happen. Happens everywhere. You know, there's just a few places very clean that I really clean. I was in Tenerife for Den of
Spain.
Thief 2. Yeah, in Spain, an
that's
island
where
of
they
Spain.
filmed? That's where they filmed?
Yeah, in Tenerife. And it was wonderful, but it's an island, you know. It's small. There's not too much people like New York, and I can understand why New York is so dirty, because there's too many people. There's not just the people that live in New York, but there's the tourism. There's, you know, I think people can afford the cleaning of the town. So it wasn't easy. In Tenerife, I think about that. The morning, the garbage man, I don't know how to say, the
Sanitation?
Yeah, goes around the street with water and disinfectant. And clean the street with you know, it was crazy.
Wait, just one guy?
Amsterdam.
No,
was like
a lot of
team,
guys.
yeah.
There's like in Amsterdam, there's like a little car, but they actually were spraying.
Yeah.
You'll never see that here. Never. You're lucky if they pick up the garbage.
Why were you in Amsterdam?
I was there for a day.
Yeah.
I was there to look at all the museums there. Put me on the spot.
But I love New York.
Yeah.
I love
you
New
do
York.
love New York, and you're here all the time. And you know what's funny? To get this done, I did a typical Sabino fashion. Piero Armenti, shout outs to him, shout outs to Pasquale, shout outs to Rosario. But the Napoli Don connection is heavy. When the big guys from Italy come, I always see them going to Ribalta. And when I met you there, I asked you, because I think that day you just went to Joe's Pizza. And I was like, what's the best pizza in New York? You're like, brother.
No, Ribalta
yeah.
for sure. But you know what's crazy? Because I'm a big fan of comics, and you know, I have to go to Joe's Pizza.
Yeah.
You know, I have to, but I'm Napolitan. I love the Napolitan pizza, and Ribalta was the best place. And then there was Pasquale Cozzolino, the chef and the owner, with Rosario Procino. They are very friends. They help us a lot to do a lot of things, and we found a family when we came here in New York, and then with the Piero too and Tony, they help us. They helped me last year to do all the stuffs with my proposal. You know.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. No, they are so kind.
Pasquale's your bodyguard too, right?
That's what I thought.
He's a small guy.
No, but I have to say that they are doing a great job. It's not just about the pizza in Ribalta, and they did this amazing restaurant called Amo, the seafood, and it's wonderful.
I went there with Luca, and I don't eat a lot of fish, but it was delicious. I had
it's
the lobster,
very
everything.
delicious. Yeah.
Yes, and Ribalta, you know, they have a crazy party. We were there for New Year's Eve, and it's always like a crazy party. People dancing on tables. It feels like you're.
But you know why? Because I think it's if you stay in vacation like 2 weeks, for sure you have to go around and eat hamburgers, steaks, like real New York style, you know, cheesecake and all the stuffs, and it's good. But like Italian, we feel that most of the time we have to eat like Italian style.
You feel at home there too, right?
Yeah. Because the pasta, the pizza, you can try the slice of pizza of Joe's Pizza of another one. One time is okay. 2 times is okay. But then if you want a pizza, you have to go to it.
How would you feel if someone said New York pizza is better than Napoli pizza?
Bullshit.
No, but a lot of people say
I
that.
want to tell you this. When I was in Chicago for Fargo,
That pizza is great, huh?
yeah, I like the how do they call
Deep
it?
dish.
The deep dish
You
pizza.
liked it?
I like it, but it's a cake. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
come
a
on, it's
pizza.
not a pizza, it's not a pizza.
They say they put on Instagram, and there's my comment.
It's a cake.
To do like the day of the pizza in US. They say on Instagram the city of Chicago. They say Happy Pizza Day from the town of the pizza, and I answer to that post and I say, yeah, my friend, after Naples. And a lot of comments.
Don't forget it.
Naples.
After New York,
It's,
after
you know,
Yeah, they got.
the pizza was born in Naples. Don't say bullshit. You have the deep dish pizza that it's wonderful. My Chicago friends, but the pizza of Naples is another level.
So
It's
you
another.
100% Napoli invented it? Because some Greek person was already
No.
there.
In Greece, they have the pita. It's not a pizza. The pizza is, if you want to try the real pizza, come to Naples. Not another town you can find another pizzeria in Rome, Milan, but just Napolitan. Because they have pizza, but it's another kind of pizza. It's not a real pizza.
You know what we say here in New York, Salvador?
What?
We say in Napolitano, they invented the pizza, but the New Yorkers perfected the pizza.
No way. My friend.
Nah, nobody's ever said
No
that.
way.
I'm kidding.
No,
way.
but there's people that say New York pizza is better.
Yeah.
Like mocho, you know mocho?
No, I love the pizza that you did in the electrical.
Yeah.
We use it in Italy to do or breakfast. People that don't want to eat the cornetto for breakfast eat the slice of pizza in teglia. The pizza
Taglio,
in
yeah.
a taglio. Yeah. And that's what he did, just for have fun. But it's not a pizza.
Just have fun.
Yeah, just for have fun.
That's so
But
funny.
I really like this. For example, if now comes a slice of pizza, I will eat it with the pepperoni.
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 What's the best spots in Napoli? Like Da Michele?
No, I think you can eat pizza in Naples everywhere. It's different because everyone had a different hand, to do a pizza. But there's a lot of amazing places where you can eat pizza, and that's what happens in Italy. You can go around and eat everywhere very, very well. They can say what I saw that they did like a statistic that the most knows and good food in the world was from Greece. My friend from Greece, I love you too. But I think the food is
Lascia
another,
stare, right? They're very one-dimensional, I think. These guys aren't going to admit it, but I'm going to say this real quick. I forgot who said it from this side, but they said all Napoli pizzas always the same. Like the Napolitano style, it's always the same. Like a margarita is always a margarita. But in New York style,
No matter where you go.
It's
I said that.
Caputo
Yeah,
flour, buffalo mozzarella, San Marzano. It's always the same.
He said Amman è differente.
But you
That's
know
he
what?
said.
It's like you if you go around and you want an hamburger, a burger with meat, with I don't know, with the salad, with tomato. It's the cheddar. It's always in that way. The bacon. You can do I want a burger with the chicken. It's not a burger with chicken. It's another kind of
situation.
It's a situation. If you want a real pizza, it's in that way with the mozzarella, the real mozzarella di bufala, the real one, not the fake one. The one in the supermarket. That's there's a lot of stuff.
different there.
But it's hard with American culture. It's like everybody tries to do something different, to stick out. In Italy, you don't have to do that. In Napoli, especially, it's like
Mangia buono e basta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
boss.
yeah.
That's it.
We don't need to do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difference.
It's true. Over here we put, donuts, chicken,
Everything. But what's some of your favorite, not even Italian, just American food? when you come to New York or
Oh,
Louisiana,
the burgers.
you're a big burger guy?
Yeah, I'm
Burger.
burger. Hamburger.
Smash burger.
I loved more the smash burger.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
You know,
trendy as hell in Italy right
Yeah.
now. It's so funny.
You know what happens that I went to a couple of places here in New York. I don't want to say where, and they got a very 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 good hamburger, but it's the one very like that.
Double.
And the burger is like I can I
You
can
said
give
you
a
said you
bite.
went to Peter Luger's the other day for the first time.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
Ah, the meat was great. Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one good thing that we have better than Italy's the meat. Like the
I don't
steak.
know when. I don't
He's
think so.
laughing over here.
I don't think so. If you go to Florence, they can give you a
Fiorentina,
Fiorentina, and it's a high level.
Yeah, but it's raw.
meat.
I feel like crudo dentro.
Yeah, but that's
how they
what
do
they
it, right?
yeah.
Sottengoppo, you know?
Yeah, it's
That's the Florence style.
And you go and you know that if you go there and say, "Can I have
Well
more
done, please."
more cooking?" They say, "Go."
Yeah, I've worked at that.
Yeah,
They'll
go
send you
there.
Packing.
Yeah.
That's
Because
funny.
it's that way they do it.
Yeah. I have some fun questions, and then we could wrap. I think we're over an hour now, right?
55 minutes.
Okay, no, we got time.
Beautiful.
All right, so for you, what do you think are the best Italian American movies?
The Godfather. The Godfather.
It was
I
filmed
think
in Italy. Like that's like could be Italian American too. I mean, it was filmed a lot in Italy, though, right?
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty-
think
the second one.
The
no?
second one.
The second one.
The first one, no. But I think for me, it's the best movie of all time. You know how they did it, how they build it, how they act, how they direct. You know, there's the music. You know, hands down for me, it's the best movie of all time. And if you are a filmmaker or an actor and you didn't watch The Godfather, you say,
You're doing it wrong.
yeah, you know that because it's not just about it. You know, it's like I don't want to say the same, but what happens with Gomorrah? Gomorrah is not just about the mob. If you say, oh, you talk about the mafia, it's not just about the mafia. It's about the relation. It's about a relation of two friends like Jenny and Chiro, or a father and a son with Don Pietro and Jenny, or a mother and a son. The relationship between a family in that kind of world, you know, it's what happens with Godfather. It's not just about the mob. It's about the relationship between brothers, between that kind of father. You know, it's a lot of stuffs, and that's why I think it's the most beautiful movie of all time.
Do you have a number two?
Another movie that I loved because he's one of my favorite actors is The Gladiator.
Oh wow!
Because Russell Crowe for me is one of the
It's
best.
funny. Your list is like the very Italian influenced ones.
Oh yeah. But that one, I think it's the same. That one, it's not just about gladiator. It's about a man that fight for his family that was killed. You know, this.
Did you watch Gladiator 2 or no?
No, second one,
No
no, yeah,
spoilers, yeah.
no,
I
no
haven't watched
spoiler.
it.
Yeah,
no
it's
spoiler.
really good.
Nah,
It's hard to beat the original, but I enjoyed it.
nice.
Yeah, and Gladiator is one of my favorite movies, low key. Number three?
Once Upon a Time in America.
But that's Italian, no?
He picked all Italian. I said, your best Italian American, all Italian.
Cinema Paradiso. It's
No,
beautiful.
yeah, it's beautiful. But it's not just Italo American. For me, it's favorite movie of all time in all
okay,
languages,
okay. Yeah.
in all.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. That's a solid list.
Yeah.
I was expecting like Bronx Tale, Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, Casino.
Goodfellas. Yeah, but I think it's not a. How do you say? Non è un caso che all this kind of movie that was in the top 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think we, like Italian, we have
Yeah.
a lot of stories to tell to the world. You know,
fair.
we have a big history. That it's not just about Machiavelli or Da Vinci.
Yeah.
It's about centuries and centuries of happens that comes from Italy.
I love that. And now, being that you're Napolitan, obviously, through and through, you can only have one for the rest of your life. What are you picking? Sfogliatella or Babà?
Sfogliatella.
Why?
Because I like in general the alcohol, but not too much.
Yeah.
The baba was, with the room, so it's a very high level of alcohol. But the sfogliatella, I can eat both, But if I have to choose, I say it's sfogliatella.
Yeah, Sfogliatella. I feel like it's the king of Napoli pastries.
No, I think the baba is the king.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think
I would never say that ever.
Yeah. Probably outside of Italy, they think that the sfogliatella was the king of Naples. I think.
You know the cannoli? Oh, cannoli.
No, cannoli is Sicilian. But in Naples, I think the king is the baba.
Yeah, I don't
in the image, in Naples.
I get drunk if I eat one of those.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like so heavily
For
dipped.
sure. That's why I prefer the.
Yeah.
Sbriaco sempre così.
I got another one for you.
Yeah.
The Maradona's Napoli, that generation, or 2022-2023 Scudetto Napoli.
The team you're saying?
Oh, I say, there's a big.
Maradona is Maradona.
I want to drink a little bit before to answer that question.
He's like, I gotta gather.
You got a
myself.
mouthful to say for this one.
So, we like Napolitan. We got a miracle with the Maradona. Maradona was the best player in the world of all time. For a simple reason, because he let grow up the team and the team players and like nobody. When they ask me about Messi or Maradona, I just say Messi is probably it's one of the top three of all time, but Maradona is up the top three because Maradona can let play. Maradona wins with the Argentina in '86, the World Cup with a team that is not a great team. But he has the power of let the players, grow up.
Right.
He had
and
the hand of God too.
Yeah, but it's something, because it's not just a player, Maradona. It's something more than a player. And he comes to Naples and he wins with a very... It's a good team, but it's not the greatest team, because in that time, the Serie A league was the best league in the world.
Yeah.
Think about it. There was the Juventus of Platini, Boniek. There was the Inter Milano with the Germans players like Matthaus, Klinsmann, Breme. There was the Falcao in the Rome. There was Zico in the Udinese. Right. There was the Dutch players in Milan like Van Basten, Gullit.
Yeah.
Was the best players in the world? Players in Italy.
Yeah.
And Maradona
True.
won 2 Scudettos and 1 UEFA Cup with not with a good team, but it's not the best team.
Right.
Messi plays with the best players in the world. Behind him, there was
Barcelona,
always Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Eto'o, Ronaldinho, Pujol, Piqué. I think was the best players in the world for the 10 years where Messi wins.
Yeah.
Then in that 10 years, Messi was the best for sure. But if we are talk about the best players ever, everybody, I think most of them, they will say Maradona, just because Maradona led his teammate grow up like players, and it's not easy to do it.
You're very passionate about.
Because
they celebrate Maradona so much in
yeah.
Napoli still.
Yeah, but it's not just. I'm talking about someone who watch a lot of soccer. It's I don't want to say this just because I'm Napolitan and I'm a Maradona fan. I met him. It's not just about that. It's about what I think it's real.
Right.
Maradona won the World Cup, and that World Cup was with an amazing team. The Germany, the France, the Italy that won the World Cup 4 years before, the Brazil, team are amazing. Messi won a World Cup with a you know, the nations are not so strong like that.
Just
you know?
France was really good, but yeah.
Yeah, but the Argentina was really
stacked.
really good. There was a lot of good players in that Argentina of Maradona. There was like 2 or 3 players really really good. But
I think a lot of
others are-
Napolitani were rooting for Maradona in that World Cup.
Yeah.
famous
I think
story.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
Probably yes, because Maradona did for us something more that just win a Scudetto.
Yeah.
Gives the chance of people that was you know in every stadium in the north of Italy. You say Terroni, Terroni. Like there was something wrong. I don't know to be a Terrone. And he says, "Okay, we are Terroni. Okay, goes to the Juventus stadium and win 4-0, or goes to Milan and win against Inter or Milan. You know." And it's like give us the chance of to be part of something bigger than us. In the same time, as I said before, that you know Naples was a very poor city in that period. You know there was a lot of poor people that have the chance of be happy watching Maradona in a field. You know.
Where's the last one? Nino D'Angelo or Pino Daniele?
It's like 2 icons for Naples.
Yeah.
It's two different kind of singer. Both of them, you know, wonderful. I loved Nino D'Angelo and his way of singing his song is a really good writer, but I think Pino Daniele was more intense. Like singer and like writer of song.
You feel all the words that he was saying.
No, what happens? I think the big difference is that Nino D'Angelo, most of his song is about the love, is about the relation. Pino Daniele, the same, but he wrote some song about Naples, about what means to be Napolitan, what means Naples for us. You know, both are amazing. And this is just this big difference between Nino D'Angelo and Pino Daniele. But
It's fine.
both
We were literally
great.
talking about it during breakfast today, both of them.
Those
too.
two?
Yeah.
Literally. Listen, Den of Thieves 2 is out now. Check out our Romanian friend Salvatore Esposito on it. It's a big deal for you. It's a big deal for us. We appreciate you coming on the show. And like I said, this was a show that I wanted for a very long time. And thank you to Pasquale and Pietro for getting it done. And that's it.
Yeah, grazie
Make sure to
di
follow
cuore.
Salvatore on social media.
Thank you, Salvador. Appreciate you
Buy
coming
a
by.
book, you know,
Thank
in
you
Italy.
guys. Thank you. Oh,
If
I have to.
anybody
Yeah, no,
knows
I
about
want
it, it's fine,
No,
yeah.
I have to. Yeah.
What a way to finish.
Just for Sabino. Don't.
No,
Because you know.
you good.
and-
Don't worry. No worries.
We're gonna leave it here. Don't worry.
Okay.
We have like
And-
a little library here.
Okay. Sabino and
Rocco.
Rocco. Okay.
Thank you for that too.
No problem.
Now we have a little lunch.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that.